takes a whole community of support to help our low-income and most vulnerable children succeed. But I do think the long-term interventions are the most effective. You're building a deep relationship with them and with a caring adult. A lot of the children we work with don't have that community of support, don't feel that love and care, and I think they can easily fall back.
She takes mentorship very seriously, and in addition to supporting the work at Summer Search and other organizations, she personally mentors students that have come into her life through her children's school.
Deshaun sometimes is kind of a goofball, and Dana rolls with him. He loves her. He absolutely loves Dana and recognizes that she loves him. And that goes, it just has mileage for that young man who will succeed because she's got his back. And isn't that what we all want, is someone to have our back?
I love the personal relationships, and I love to see how, I can make a difference in someone's life just by exposing them and encouraging them and giving them some of the resources that my children enjoy.
I know she's attended school functions with kids. I know she went to graduations from 8th grade. I know she's been at parent-teacher conferences. I know she will drop everything at a moment's notice. I know they love to come over here and hang. That's what they love to do the most, just hang out.
There's academic support, there's financial support, but I think that lasting, that stable relationship, particularly for students who may not have those relationships at home, an adult who sees that student, that young person for who they are, and really empowers them to find their voice and tell their truth, that's really key.
Because you never know who you can end up talking to and who you can end up...
We learned through Summer Search that we worked with them through high school, and then we saw that even though we got them to good colleges, so even little things would cause them to just drop out, not having books or not being able to come home for Thanksgiving, or, seeing what other kids just took for granted. Having this long-term intervention allowed us to really give them that confidence to keep persisting. Many of these more grassroots organizations don't have endowments, and so each year they're starting from scratch in their fundraising. And given that we're making multi-year commitments to our students, there's just a vulnerability in that. And I think a lot of what our board has done is brought that funding base as well as our network of supporters to allow them to have the confidence to go ahead and make a multi-year commitment to our children. One of the things that Summer Search asked me to do was have an intern at Dodge & Cox. Saul was an example of one of our summer interns. He came in and he's just incredibly poised, super smart, very enthusiastic, and he just impressed everybody right away.
The only work experience I really had was working at the local 7-Eleven, where I had worked for over 10 years, but that didn't give me the experience that I needed to once I graduated from college. So after I graduated from college, I was very fortunate to be offered a full-time position at Dodge & Cox as a trading assistant, and over the years was able to continue to develop my career.
The firm, when I first started, was not very diverse, and over the years it's evolved dramatically just with the globalization of our business and the globalization of the workforce. In investing, you need lots of different perspectives. I think people bring different perspectives, different backgrounds, and that is really helpful to making a sound investment decision for our clients.
You can't work in philanthropy in the San Francisco Bay Area and not know the kind of impact that a firm like Dodge & Cox has.
I think we bring a lot of resources and skills. There's a lot of people that haven't had the backgrounds we've had and the doors that have opened for us. So there's a lot of ways that we can share relatively easily our experiences.
She was key in helping us develop good governance, sound business practices. This was no small feat for an organization that was founded by a therapist and very hands-on in the mission. So Dana and those early supporters really brought that business acumen to the operation.
It's not just one sector that can solve this. It's not just one organization that can solve this. It takes a lot of different entities to create that circle around our most vulnerable population and allow them to persist and succeed.
I think it's as simple as giving a reason to hope, for people to have a reason to hope for something better in their lives. And that's what Dana does in a way that not a lot of people do, but I think a lot of people could do, should they decide to jump into the fray.